Shout out Ultimate Warrior CNFT. Shout out Showtime. Shout out Johnny Tran. Shout out the rest of the Risk team. Woo! Take a risk. Take a chance. Watch me do my dance. Sheesh. I just wanna know, have you taken risks before? If you never, it's a risk you can't ignore, yeah. Yeah, I done took the chances, I done took the risk. Now I get rewards while you watching throwing fits. And you know I'm fresh to life, man. Watch me flex the fit. And you can't finesse the fit, cause you cease to exist. Yeah, I done took the chances, I done took the risk. Now I get rewards while you watching throwing fits. And you know I'm fresh to life, man. Watch me flex the fit. And you can't finesse the fit, cause you cease to exist. Got a pocket full of risks. I remember they ain't take them. Now they wanna hear my line, asking can they really take them? Nah, you can't even take them. Nah, you can't even go. Nah, if you try to go, yeah, keep that on the low. Yeah, we up in the sky, about 4 billion feet. If we fall down, yeah, we suffer defeat. We ain't worried about defeat. We the ones that been discreet. Now we pull up in the street and we pulling up with fleets. All I see is sun, all I see is sun. All the risks I took, now I know we won. Check the scoreboard and all I see is none. Guess we had a great run. Yeah, I done took the chances, I done took the risk. Now I get rewards while you watching throwing fits. And you know I'm fresh to life, man. Watch me flex the fit. And you can't finesse the fit, cause you cease to exist. Yeah, I done took the chances, I done took the risk. Now I get rewards while you watching throwing fits. And you know I'm fresh to life, man. Watch me flex the fit. And you can't finesse the fit, cause you cease to exist. Shout out Ultimate Warrior CNFT. Shout out Showtime. Shout out Johnny Tran. Shout out the rest of the Risk team. Take a risk. Take a chance. Watch me do my dance.
Yo.
What's up? What's up?
Yo, it's your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse. And we are live for the official season 1 episode of Beast on Air. And today's show is entitled Newm Partnership Celebration. And I got my guys here to celebrate with me. So before we get into anything, Abyss, Mikey, you know the vibes. Top 5 dead or alive. Top 5. So I call it a heartbreaker, right? I call it a heartbreaker. It's not an icebreaker. It's a heartbreaker, right? So top 5 dead or alive. Any musician, any genre, whatever your favorite artist is. We're gonna start with Ryan. You're new. We're gonna start with you first. Got you.
Gosh. All right.
It's a hard one. It's a tough one. I know, man.
Harry Connick Jr., Billy Joel. I'm gonna go with some Mozart, some Monteverdi, and then I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
I'm my fifth person, man. Can you come back to me for the fifth one?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ryan, we're not gonna. We're not gonna take a rain check. We're gonna kind of like put you on the spot. We're just gonna stare at you until you come up with something. How about that?
Jacob Collier. There we go.
Okay. Solid list. Ryan, you are definitely the first person to name Mozart. That's I like, but no, I'm saying that's very impressive. I like that. I like that. I like Mozart.
Thanks,
Man, before we get to the next person, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the Beast on Air chat. Y'all are live in the game. I see emojis already. What is good? Thank you so much for showing up to the show. And you're now tuning in to episode 1, season 1. You know, brought to you by Project Newm. So look, we are going to jump to my guy, Abyss. What's good, Abyss? I know we hit you with this last time. You know what I'm saying?
I had trouble last time.
Yeah, I know, but now you're a little better prepared. So who do you have top 5 dead or alive, any genre? Let's get it.
All right, so I'm gonna have to go with Stevie Wonder. I think he made the list last time, and nothing changed. I'm gonna go with Nas. Tupac, man, gotta put some of the ladies in there too. Man, you know who makes classic music? Like, she just had a run, was Anita Baker.
Okay,
okay.
Good. I like that. I like that.
Oh, I got one more.
One more, my guy. One more, my guy.
Toughie.
You know, I'd have to say, like, cultural impact. I'm gonna have to go with Wu-Tang.
Okay. Ooh, okay. I like that. Hey,
right, Wu-Tang's for the kids. Wu-Tang changed my life. You know what I mean?
No, for real. Hey, that's not a game. Wu-Tang changed everybody's life, hopefully, and they definitely had a huge impact on my life. I'll tell you that now. Mikey, I'm gonna take a little heat off you. I'm gonna actually go, and I'm actually gonna switch up my list, man. I'm gonna switch up my list. I'm gonna go with an all-women list. I'm gonna go Nina Simone. I'm gonna go Whitney Houston. I'm gonna go. Oh man. Okay, let's get hard. Okay, Whitney Simone. I'm gonna go Diana Ross.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Ooh.
I'm not gonna say Mariah, is he?
Nah, I'm gonna go Macy Gray.
Right, make the list.
Okay. Nah. I ain't saying she didn't.
Shots fired.
No, she's dead. Come on now. You know Mariah's legendary. Okay, Mariah. I'm gonna put Mariah on there, man. Because you
put Macy Gray above Mariah.
Yeah, you put me. You put me in a situation. You're
welcome.
Nah, this is kind of like, you know how it is, man. It's top of the dome. And I think I got one more. Man, Erykah Badu. Come on now, Erykah Badu. Come on, man.
Why would she not higher on the list?
Yeah.
That's my question.
See, look, I see how y'all playing. I see y'all not playing fair, man. Y'all not playing fair. I see Mood Swings music coming through. They swinging the moods. You know what I mean? Y'all living up to y'all name.
Mikey's normally the kind one. I don't know what's up. Shots fired.
Nah. I see. No, Mikey will switch that hat up on you real quick. He'd be like, yo, because he'll do it. He'd be like, I'm the love guy. I love to spread love, but that mix could have been way better. I peeped Mikey. I got you. I got you, man.
Gotta be able, man. Man. Like, if you too scared to keep it real with somebody, then you're not showing them love.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be able to say those things that they're not necessarily rude, but there's something that you wouldn't expect someone to say unless they genuinely cared. So
that's
real. I like to give that,
Yeah, real talk. But you know what I'm saying? That can catch people off guard. You know what I'm saying?
It can.
Yeah, it can catch people off guard. Yeah. But
I know I've been in situations, trust me. But
they're like, "What, Mikey? You said
what?" Here smiling, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It comes from a place of love.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not malicious.
That's the best way of saying bless your heart. Here's the problem with love.
Yeah,
exactly. You got to put that with love on the top. But look, Mikey, you are in the hot seat. Top 5 dead or alive, any genre. Who we got?
Okay, I'm going with the. I've been listening to like R&B lately, so I'm gonna go with. Well, I don't know necessarily R&B, but more, more older stuff. So I got to go with Prince off top because I've been rocking Prince lately.
Okay.
I got to go with James Brown.
Okay.
I got to go with Barry White.
Okay.
That's what I've been knocking lately.
Okay.
Wait, can we just appreciate what? Never mind. No,
He's in his bag right now. He's in his old school bag.
What you been listening to Barry White at what time of day, Michael?
Hey man, any time of the day. Hey, but that makes sense. Mikey the love man. He can listen to it any time of day. You see what I'm
trying
saying?
to increase my vibe. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel
as
it.
if that was necessary, right? You already pretty vibey, bro.
You gotta, we can always get better, man. We can only get better, you know. But Stevie Wonder is on there though, because Stevie Wonder is just, I mean, that's come on. I mean, I gotta say nothing else.
Exactly.
And then and actually, right before I got on here, I was listening to Michael Jackson, "Remember the Time." So I gotta add MJ on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that wasn't necessarily R&B, but it was more singing and no hip hop at all. Yeah.
Definitely. Yo, shout out the Risk fam in the building. Shout out Johnny Tran. Shout out Showtime. If you guys were paying attention, the actual track that I played is by I actually created that track in partnership with Risk Token. So major shout out to Risk Token. That was actually a debut here. I debuted it at our announcement Twitter space with Project Newm. I think that was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And people liked it. They liked it. So I expect people to do the same on Saturday when we actually show up for that Twitter space too as well. So shout out to the homies, man. They're in the building. You know what I mean?
Everybody out there.
Exactly. So we do have Project Newm in the building. Before we jump into any topics, first, let's talk about Project Newm. Let's talk about what it is. Let's get like a general breakdown of what Newm actually is. And I'm actually gonna, help you guys out and post the actual website real quick.
Yes.
So that you guys can actually see what is going on. You have some actual visual reference to what's going on. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Boom. And we are on the Project Newm website, newm.io. If you guys would like to check that out, that is actually available now down in the description. So yeah, you just click the description to the website and you can go ahead and slide on over there. So which one of you guys are going to give them the breakdown of Project Newm?
Oh, come on. We got to give it to Ryan. Come on now.
the general breakdown, Ryan. The general.
Yeah.
Y'all pull me out of the weeds if I go down.
Ryan's gonna did it high level, and Mitchell hit it mid level, and I'll hit it low level.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. So that's how we. So we got the lineup. So we got.
Apparently, that's totally
hey, they obviously had a game plan coming in here, Ryan.
Apparently,
that's cool.
Go. That's cool. I'm good with it. That's No, so what is Newm? We're actually a decentralized music ecosystem. So that is the 10,000 foot view. And so you're going, okay, what the heck is in that thing? Well, think about all the things in your career as an artist that you need, right? So real quick breakdown, decentralized streaming platform. We have ticket sales. We have distribution service. We have a fractionalization of your IP. So what does that mean for you? That means we have a market for you to trade and buy and trade, or to sell parts of your IP for different types of IP. Right now we're doing streaming royalties. And then we have a governance. So the platform is going to be its owned and operated, and it's upkept by the community. It's all about the community. That's why we have the Newm Foundation, the nonprofit foundation. So we're doing a whole bunch of stuff, but real quick, fast for all that I just said, you got streaming, you got direct tipping to artists, you have ticket sales, you have distribution service, you have fractionalization of the ownership of royalties, and then you have a marketplace to buy and sell those, along with collectibles as well. So we're offering all those things, and it's a whole bunch of pieces to the puzzle. And our first big product we're actually launching here soon, which is the big crux of the matter, is our own distribution service. That's going to be powered by Web3, but it gets you access to Web 2 and Web 3 all at once. So that's what's coming around the corner very quickly.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And like, if I didn't have any knowledge, you know what I mean? If I was just coming in, just as a random music guy, I would say that it sounds like a music one-stop shop. if you will. And not only for Web 3, but Web 2 as well. And that's the thing that's actually impressive about it to me, is that Web 3 is tied in there. You know what I mean? Thrown in there along with Web 2. And, it's interesting. It's an interesting combination, because that way you can actually educate people about Web 3 if they come to you with, for your Web 2 services. So I think that is pretty dope, and that's super unique.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Guys, how'd I do? Did I get too in the weeds?
Fantastic.
Did I keep it high
Great,
level enough?
great. High level.
Okay.
Fantastic, Ryan.
You're good.
All right. So, like I said, if you guys are interested in checking out Project Newm, the actual website is down in the description. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump on a topic real quick. Let's just talk about the state of we're going to jump on the state of Web3 music in general and where we actually are currently, right? And I like to talk about, the reason why I like to talk about where we are currently in, the timelines, is because, like, you kind of got to get a visualization at how far are we from mainstream adoption, right? And you got to keep track with what's going on. And I actually got a news article pulled up here, which is, recent news. This is actually, did this come out today? This actually came out today. So Warner Music Group and Polygon Labs announced Web3 Accelerator, right? And it says selected projects will receive funding, mentorship, marketing, and networking opportunities from experts in music and blockchain. And this is very interesting, right? This is very interesting. Why is it very interesting, right? Because we're early, and we've been early for a while, right? And with us being early and building in our respective communities, is, when you start seeing these type of things happen, it's like, whoa, hold on. Is it almost time for us to step up to the plate and bat? You know what I mean? But I do want to go down, in the line and see what you guys think about this. What do you think about this? What is your interpretation of something like this? Do you just think it's something temporary, or do you think it's something major? And we're going to start with Abyss.
Right on. I need to read the article. I'm not familiar, so I will limit my comments. But what I've seen so far, when major players are getting involved in Web3, it does kind of come off as a money grab. I haven't seen any genuine scenarios where they're really for the artists and trying to reconfigure the back end of things to make it fair and a new ecosystem, sort of like what Newm is attempting to do. So I haven't seen that from the majors, from the traditional industry. So my first guess is going to be more of the same. But to your point, we've been early for a while now. So how early is early, right? So things could be changing, things could be evolving. And like I said, I'd have to look into it to give a real honest answer there. But I'm gonna guess that it's more of the same.
Yeah. I definitely feel your sentiment with that. What was that, Mikey?
No, I was just gonna say, when I see things like this, I see it more as empowering labels, and I feel like Newm is more empowering artists. So I still feel like we're so far separated from these type of things that it's going to be good for us, because it just brings more interest into what is Web3 and music, because a lot of people are going to be turned off by the big labels. That's probably why they're interested in Web3 anyway. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about it.
Nah, I agree. And it's I like that. I definitely like what you said about it's more so about the labels and not about the artists. I definitely like that, because the artists in this article, like, the artists are almost like an afterthought.
Right.
It's giving an afterthought. It's like, oh, we're doing this accelerator. Warner Music Group and Polygon Labs announced Web3 Accelerator. And then it's like, you got to read in the fine print, oh yeah, this might go to the artist. Like, so I definitely get what you're saying about that. Ryan, what are we thinking? How do you feel? Are you sharing the same sentiment?
I have very strong opinions about this. So there's a couple of things that come to mind. First of all, Polygon has a partnership with everybody under the sun. So all I need to know is who is on their marketing team or like part of strategic relations because he's killing it. But I'll say this: Polygon has an identity crisis because they marketed themselves as the scaling solution for a proof of work Ethereum. Guess what? Ethereum's transition to proof of stake. What happens to Polygon whenever Ethereum doesn't need them to scale? What are they going to do? Why should they exist? So they have an identity crisis right now. So they're trying to figure out a way to make themselves important whenever they become unimportant from the tech standpoint. Two, this is the same old, same old. You said it. This is industry players that are playing into the hype of crypto or having a .com address, right, like pets.com, and they're wrapping a nice, pretty package around the same old products that they already have. So there's nothing different. It's just wrapped in a new bow, or just like with social media right now, they're literally treating their fans, their community, and the anybody in the community as a way to value extract for something for them. So it's a backward to me. It's backwards. This is a short term play for a cash grab that's riding hype. Just personally, we've seen it happen not just in music. This is the same game plan or the same playbook that they used even in 2020, 2019 with brands that were issuing NFTs of of physical goods. It's the same thing. To me, it's not revolutionary. It's behind. It's backwards. It's not where we're going. That's just me, but I feel pretty strongly about that though.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Someone actually made a good point in the chat. Let me bring this up. There's a CM. He says they will never be treated as native assets as well. And that's one of the things I've been seeing too. Like when you see the major players come in and they start, doing their mints and their NFTs and stuff, it's always on some custom platform where you have no control of the assets at all. So that's another thing to definitely watch out for when you start seeing these big names and big labels come into play.
Well, when CM said native assets, he might be talking about the Cardano standard of native assets, right? And that's, I'm in the weeds, but I'm gonna get out of them real fast. But that's a very big value prop for why we chose to build on Cardano. It's because you can't Trojan horse like a ERC 20 or 7 or ERC 720 or whatever it is, the standard for NFTs. Those they're contracts, they're actual applications that are running on the chain, right? And so what you can do is if your grandma interacts with one of them and clicks an accept thing from a transaction on an NFT and it's malicious, it has like a virus in it, you can drain your wallet. You can't do that with native assets on Cardano. Just by looking at them and interacting with them, they can't do anything. So there's a security benefit to that as well. So
Okay, Ryan, you just schooled us, man. You definitely schooled us. I mean, I knew that there were native assets, but I didn't know fully the benefits of it being a native asset. So, thanks for that information, and shout out to Fly Over Me. He says parasites.
He is correct.
Yeah, and also CM came back. He said, "Yeah, what Ryan said."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so shout out to CM. Yeah, you didn't go too far in the weeds, Ryan. You were on point. You were on point this time.
Yeah.
So look, we're actually going to take this time to go on over to my guy Mikey, and we're actually going to jump into a new record that you sent over.
Yes. It's a sneak peek. I didn't tell Mitch. Mitch, I hope you're not mad, bro.
Let's go.
Mitch is like, man, what you doing? We weren't finished with that, man. What you?
Nah, you know what? We got this joint with Crime Fighters, man. We've been trying to collab and put something out with Crime Fighters for so long, and this was like the first joint that we did, and Mitch did the beat, and it's me and Sifu rhyming on it, and it just came out beautifully, man. And nobody's heard it, and I figured you know, since you were sharing exclusive gems, I want to share one too, baby.
Okay, let's go. Now I like it.
Hey, are we gonna, after this is said and done, are we gonna look at you and be like, "Hey, that was great," but the mix level just kind of was like weird, man? Is that what's?
You might.
You might. Hey,
no, we might have to pull a Mikey. We might have to pull a Mikey this time.
I'm not listening. I'm not listening on my phone, so I'm good. I have.
Oh, this was yesterday. Yo, Ryan, he does not hold them in, man. He don't hold them in. He keeps them forever too. Like he keeps them forever. Like it's gonna be a year later. He's gonna pull that one out.
You're gonna be like, "Hey, Mikey, I'm not listening on this." Like, oh man, I got the headphones, Ryan. I got my KRKs. I got my KRK.
Oh man, yo, that's crazy. Y'all got me rolling. Y'all got me rolling in here, man.
Oh man,
it's crazy. Look, man,
we're a whole family, man. We're a whole happy family over here at Newm, man.
Right. Man, I see. I'm gonna have to catch y'all. On the flip side with those dumplings, man. I'm gonna have to catch y'all because I know it was. I know it was an experience. I know it was.
With a dumpling boy.
Not the anthem. Y'all got the song too.
Yo,
hey, bro, that's how many dumplings we ate, man.
Oh wow.
Hey,
wow.
Epic. We ate an epic amount of dumplings, man. For the first time, like, whoa.
This guy Ryan can put him away, bro.
I believe it, man.
Mikey, play this music. Play this inspired piece of music.
Play this music, Mike. All right, man. So
let's get it.
So before we jump into it, do you matter of fact, you could break it down after we listen to it. How about that?
Yeah. Let's do that.
So let's turn it up before we play it. Okay, and this is called Peace of Mind, or just the reference. Oh, okay. Peace of Mind.
Yeah.
Mikey verse. Rough.
No, see, I sent you the rough one.
I had to read it.
Hey, that's why you might have some mixed critique after this. This is fresh. This is raw.
Okay.
Fresh, raw. Yeah, like
okay. He laying it all on the line. Okay, let's see. All right, here go Peace of Mind by Mikey. Let's get it.
And Seafood, Crime Fighters. Let's
go.
Yeah,
and Seafood from Crime Fighters. Yeah. Man, we got to get Crime Fighters on the show too, man. Shout out Crime Fighters.
Shout out to homies. Them, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right, let's jump into it.
Peace of Mind. KF. Yeah. Mood swings. Newm.
Shout out to Newm, man.
We taking it into the future.
Hey, it's only right, baby.
That's all we could do.
They've been waiting on this one.
I'm an outcast, the last Fuji. Suitcase City refugee. In Detroit with my dad, in the Bronx on the Ave, but North 22nd run through me. Born in the trenches, I barred to the soon. Trust issues, makes a lots with the toolie. If I know God got me, and it's in my heart, truly, it's gonna take a king's army just to move me. You see, kerosene flow, easy Jesus. You do soft and sweet with it, you Reese's Pieces. A beat looking like a bag of money to me. What's beef? Know it's on if you run it to me. Lay the smack down, the wrestle is smack. Found you cardiac arresting, you wrestle the smack round. Hound, fuck a pound, we checking stats now. Wrecking ball rap, how impressive is that? Wow. Had to be the case once. Niggas don't know, I don't say much. Used to hustle hard, I ain't say much. Made 20 stacks, could blow it in the same month. Then my son made me change up. Mama gone home, hope the Lord come and save us. Yeah, mama gone home, hope the Lord come and save us.
Coming down the pipeline.
I'm fighting for peace and that's for sure. It's coming down the pipeline. Running out of breath, I'm not so sure. I might need a lifeline. Won't let them get me down no more. Coming down the pipeline. Coming down the pipeline. Coming down the pipeline. I'm fighting for peace and that's for sure. Coming down the pipeline. Running out of breath, I'm not so sure. I might need a lifeline. Won't let them get me down no more. Cause it's coming down the pipeline. I see it coming down the pipeline.
Mikey out of Phoenix, repping for the Southwest. I'm known as one of the cleanest, making moves like a genius. Team clothing, team holding, we rolling. Bought it, not stolen, gotta keep the name golden. Yo, the bloodline died, I'm one of the few left. Calculated moves, I make them, I'm too blessed to be stressed by nonsense, dirty money to rents. Growing in the crack area used to get real intense. I made it out with good health, but mentally scarred. Seen a lot of niggas die on the boulevard. Pops was a casualty. Seen blocks change whole anatomy. So I stay moving like the Energizer batteries. The game don't flatter me, I flatter the game. Get what I want from it, then leave with a bang. Made it too far to piss, moan, cry, and complain. Got the blood of a king, it's my moment to reign. Acquired for retirement. Kill off all of the snakes in my environment. Spread love often and stay outside of the coffin for as long as you can, cause they killing us very often. And that's just how it all works here. America could be the land of your worst fears or best dreams, depending on how you play your cards. Around me, you better bring all of your bodyguards.
I'm fighting for peace, and that's for sure. It's coming down the pipeline. Running out of breath, I'm not so sure. I might need a lifeline. Won't let them get me down no more. Coming down the pipeline. I see it coming down the pipeline. Coming down the pipeline. I'm fighting for peace, and that's for sure. Coming down the pipeline. Running out of breath, I'm not so sure. I might need a lifeline. Won't let them get me down no more. Cause it's coming down the pipeline. I see it coming down the
Yo. Yo. Man.
That's it. Oh yeah, it's over. It's over. I think you're running it back again.
Yeah, no, it's good. It loops like that.
Oh, okay.
Yo, first of all, that
Shout
track
is
heat.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Fight.
Man.
Yo, hold on. So Abyss, you made that beat?
Yes, sir.
Bro, the keys is going crazy. I hear the keys, bro. I hear the keys.
Yeah.
That track is a problem, bro. That is a problem. Like, I'm not even playing with y'all. Bro, it definitely, like, as soon as I heard it, it gave me movie vibes. Like I'm watching a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'm watching it. Like it's like the like the sequel to 8 Mile. You know what I mean? Where he actually made it. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was battling to make it, you know, in the first one. And then, you know, the sequel to 8 Mile, he actually made it and got everything. And, you know, he walks into his mansion and, you know, they get an overview shot. And that's the song that's playing. That's a whole visit. I'm telling you. I seen it. I went there and seen it. But
I see. You got real detail with it.
That song is a problem, bro. Mikey.
Thank you, bro.
Abyss, what's the story behind the track? How did it come together?
Man, you know, I was just vibing one night, you know, as I do, man. I like to create by myself, and I just be in here like zoned out, man. If I get on a good run, like my process is like I'll sketch, you know, I'll do something, come up with something first, and usually I don't like the first one. You know what I mean? I was just like a warm up. And then by the second one, I feel like I'm in a zone. And if I can get a third one out that day, I feel like I had a good day. I believe that was the second joint I did that night. So I got in the zone, and I was feeling it. I shot it to Mikey. Shot it to I shot it to Crime Fighters first.
Crime Fighters first, yeah.
Yeah, I sent KF a beat pack. They I ain't gonna give too much alpha, but we got some heat with
this is just a sample.
This is just one of the records. So stay on the lookout for that. But yeah, they killed it, man. You know, shout out to the whole squad, everybody over there at Crime Fighters. I know they got a lot going on though. It's a lot of them.
yeah, they do. Like,
you know what I mean? They're very busy. They got a lot of collabs. They got a lot going in IRL. You know what I mean? But yeah, they took the time out. They carved the time out. You know, it was like a back and forth situation, and you know, I just really appreciate them doing that. You know, they looked out for us, man. We met them. We got a chance to meet them at CNFTCon last year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we
man,
got some dope pictures with them.
yeah, it was just open arms, man. We got a chance to share the stage with them, and it was just good vibes all around ever since then. So I'm just really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm so tight, bro. Cause I literally did not see y'all at CNN
At
TCon,
all.
but I seen everybody that y'all seen. Like, I was with Crime Fighters. I was with man. Why can't I? Six City. I was with Six City. I was with Listening Room. I was with everybody. Literally, I did
You
not
know
run
what,
into
bro?
y'all.
I don't think we knew each other yet. I think that's what it was. I
Yeah,
think we could have been
facts.
standing right there. We just didn't know each other. We didn't, connect. But that's over now.
I mean, Mikey was busy crashing his drone, so I mean that's understandable.
No,
Mikey was working.
Merz's son was crashing the drone.
That's crazy. That's the alpha on what Mikey was doing last seen at TCon.
Yeah, I was flying the drone through it. You didn't see the drone in the air at all when you were there?
Nah, man,
That means you were doing your job.
Man, I felt like I was in the air, bro. I felt like
if you spend time in the buildings, then yeah, you definitely were there. Wait a second. I have a question. When you took over on the song, did I imagine, or was it the stream itself, or did like the piece of music, did it slow down and modulate down before it came in?
I heard that at the very beginning. I think that was a glitch.
Okay.
Yeah. This software does that sometimes. I just found that out like right before the show. I was playing something, and then it like slowed down and speeded up. I was like, I didn't do that. Like, what was so you know how wonky software gets, man. It just does whatever it wants to do. But I do have one serious question for Ryan. With me, giving my detailed description of the movie that song will be featured in, do you guys have any plans to get into sync licensing in the future?
Ooh,
great question.
Well, so remember I said different types of IP, right? So yes, that's the short answer is yes. That's look, I painted a picture to where, think of a world where if you like, let's use this piece of music as an example. Let's say they, eventually you maybe want to have some of the master rights for sale, right? But if you own master rights, then that helps determine, you get to choose where it shows up, right? And so you want people to have skin in the game. So picture a world where, as an artist, you go, hey, you want to get eventually to get access to my mechanicals or my master rights, then you need to have skin in the game. So you need to have so many stream tokens, so many terrestrial tokens, so many sync tokens. So yes, so all the things. So think of one piece of music, all the different types of IP are represented in different types of tokens that are then you can fractionalize out. Yes.
Okay, so the answer is yes. And shout out to Fly Over Me. He says control. So
absolutely, bro. Hey,
yeah.
If I can just piggyback off that really quick, I think even what you're doing with this show, it allows people to learn about the industry more, just in these conversations, very candidly. But I think it's important for independent artists to understand, like, you got to understand the music, you got to understand the business side of it, and there's so many of us that just don't understand, because we're creatives, we just want to stay in that creative zone. But this is business, it's 80-90% business. And if you don't even know the different ways that you can get paid from your intellectual property, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So I hope people like take that part serious, because I suffer from it myself. Like, I learned a lot just joining this team, and I've been in the game for a long time. But it's just so important, it's so important for you not to educate yourself, but go wholeheartedly into the business. It doesn't make sense for you to put that much time and energy into the art form and then not be able to monetize or benefit or feed your family from it. So that heavily relies on the individual,
I would even go a step further from what you just said and go, industry benefits from you being uneducated.
Yes.
That's just what it
1,000%.
is. The more convoluted it can be for the common musician, the more power it gets to remain where it is, right? It's like it's allegory of the cave going on, right? So the more you know, the less power they have. It's knowledge is power. That's just what it is, right? So hopefully we can make it to where it's not, it is bite sized and consumable enough that it's not overwhelming, and that you can go, oh, okay, I got this song. I didn't write the lyrics. I didn't even write the music, but I did record this. So I'm a recording artist, which means I have some master rights, which means I get to do X, Y, and Z. Great. And go for it, right? Like it's that it needs to be that easy, really. And there's no reason for it not to be.
Okay, so you talked yourself into another question from me. So, okay, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying about the education. But then the platform, right, and what you guys kind of represent. Will there be ways? Will this platform be able to help facilitate collaborations in a more user-friendly manner? Not only between two artists, but also within contractual agreements and things of that nature.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a great question. I wish that we could show what the garage looks like, essentially the artist portal. We can't show it yet, but yeah, man, it's very, so a lot of times, right, then the problem with music and with like bands or with multiple people, a lot of times you have you create and then you think about the legal after it's even out there, right? Like after it's out, it's making money. You all were just friends at first and you're making it. The next thing you know, real money's on the line, and then people get real about what part they had to play or what they're owed or what really is theirs or isn't theirs, all the things, right? So we've seen that happen with really high profile bands before. With our platform, at point of distribution, right, at the point at which you go from, we've made a recording, we either wrote the music to and recorded it, or we found a person who wrote it and we did a recording of it. At the point that you go send it out into the world through distribution, right, your DSP, you determine and already predetermine who owns what percentage or who had what to do with it, and it's very, very it's very simple. And you put out the percentages. It's taken, you take care of that up front, and so at that point, it's everybody has to sign off on it before it goes through distribution, right? So it don't go unless everybody has accepted it and they've accepted the terms that have been predetermined in the contracts. And so that's when it gets minted to the blockchain. That's when the music gets sent out at that point. So yeah, that's we are very intentional about that. And
yeah, that's super dope. And that's really helpful for people that jump into it and don't really know what's going on, but they do know what's going on if somebody says, hey, I can't put this out unless you click this button or do this. And then they'll think about it like, well, why do you want me to click this button? What is it going to do? And I think that will help facilitate the conversation to figure out like, oh, what exactly is going on here? Because no one wants to get screwed over.
well,
shout out.
Sorry.
Oh, no. You're good. What were you about to say?
Well, I was just about to say contracts are a pain in the butt to read. Like contractual language. That's why, lawyers make a lot of money, because they're really good at sounding very legal, right? Like it's just, the only people that I know that can turn, you own 25% of this piece of music, that sentence, into an entire page, is a lawyer, or maybe somebody getting their PhD in some type of field, right? So, and it needs to be like, hey, artist, you own 25% of this? Yes or no? Great. By the way, here's the contract that actually says that and is legally binding. But you just need to know what that means, right? So we want to make it's friendly. It's because musicians are not lawyers, and musicians aren't necessarily business people, but they're not stupid, right? So
yeah, you're exactly right. Because I'm definitely, me personally, I'm finding out how much I am more so on the business side than the actual music, just from, you know, general consensus and just having conversations with people. You know what I mean? And I think like sometimes we kind of, you know, get lost in the awareness of that, you know, and think that, oh, you know, I'm just like, you know, regular artist doing this. And then once I tell them what I'm doing, they're like, what do you mean? You're not. You know what I mean? You're doing so much more. You're this, you're that. And I'm like, oh, I am. Like, you know,
You're
but
a brand. You are a brand.
yeah, exactly. But I'm now fully coming into awareness of that. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's great to really look up and be like, oh, I built this. Oh, this is what this is. You know what I mean? Rather than, you know, doing it vice versa. You know what I mean?
And you're pioneering it too. You're a pioneer in this space right now with what you're doing. So salute to you for that, definitely.
Yeah, look, I said it last night on the Twitter space, man. People are gonna look back on these podcasts and they're gonna be like, "This is gold."
Yep.
You're gonna have an entire like cohort of musicians that come into the space, and it's gonna be because of you. That's a no pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pressure. No pressure on Newm with this one. Ben Schilling. Been shilling Newm State Pool for 9 months now, but that was for games. Still a great project though. So shout out to Greed. Shout out to Greed Malcoin. You know, hey, he's living up to his name, Greed. You know what I mean?
That's how you really feel, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say it's agreed. Look, I'm more excited about the future than I am the past. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, big facts, man.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the future.
We had a coding marathon today with all the developers. Literally, they were on a call for 2.5 hours. Every last one of them working through our pipeline and checking bugs and putting all the pieces together. It was like watching the freaking Super Bowl happen. It was amazing.
Wow.
I've never been more excited about watching like just a black screen with text all over it. And I was like, I don't understand half of what I'm looking at, but my gosh, they are super excited about this. This is great. So it's infectious.
Yeah, like that's funny. So they had a hackathon. That's what it was.
I mean, basically, it was great, man.
That is crazy. Oh, another thing I want to raise awareness for too is actually something that Project Newm is doing right now. So give me a second.
Music video fest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta bring up the info. There you go. So I'll actually read this for you guys because you made it plain and simple for me to just read it. So Music Video Fest 2023 is going on right now. So in honor of World Music Day, June 21st, we're throwing it back to the good old days of MTV and VH1 music video countdowns. Starting June 21st through August 1st, Music Video Fest 2023 is live. Tickets to the fest will let you screen and vote on the 10 finalist music video entries. That means you'll get to pick the winning sounds and visuals of some awesome prizes. Tickets are limited in availability, so lock in your spot now for when the screening and voting periods start. Now, this is a fire idea. Like, this is so flame. I have not seen any music project do this, and this is so needed. First of all, who came up with this idea?
Honestly, that was a collab. Our marketing team. I have to give a shout out to Alex.
Yes,
Alex is. I've learned so much from different aspects of our team. Look, marketing is an art, but it's also a science, and understanding psychology of humans and like what gets you down the pipeline, like what gets you from point A to point B. And he also loves music, and so for whenever we the new cast and everything with that, when we started talking with them, I think that kind of sparked something for him, and he was like, "Hey, it's World International Music Day. Like we should do. Can we do this? And I think Alex doesn't know many of the limitations just well enough to have crazy ideas that were like, wait, yeah, actually no, yeah, we probably can do that. And so that's kind of how this kind of came about. So it's pretty awesome.
Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Jess, the whole marketing team. They're fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this idea right here is just so fire. I feel like this is gonna start to set some type of tradition. This is just different, and this is exactly what we need: interactive pieces of content, right? Where you can actually, poll and vote and discuss and comment and share, you know what I mean, about, which video you actually like more than the other. And I mean, the fact that it's connected to Web3 is like super amazing. So, shout out to all of the guys that's a part of this. I see Newcast, Six City, and M Maker. So, and of course, Project Newm, is spearheading it. So, yeah, that's pretty dope. I definitely wanted to highlight that and talk about that. I just thought that was a super fire idea. But look, we're actually winding down. We're winding down towards the end of the show. So major shout out to everybody in the audience. We still got a few comments. We got CM. He says, win Newm merch. Awesomeisjayell needs a shirt. LOL. Facts.
Oh.
Yes. Don't worry. Hey, JL, we're going to get you one. We're going to pull some strings and get you some good.
Okay.
We got something on the way.
Okay. I like that. I like the sound of that. Fly over me. The 100% Newm steak pool is a no-brainer. So
Newm C.
They're loving the steak pool, man, because they've been talking about it the whole show. They've been talking about this. What's going on with the steak pool, man? What's going on?
So we have three now, right? So we have Newm, and then we have Newm X, and then we have Newm C, right? And so that's basically, and they correspond with different percentages of how much of your ADA rewards you're gonna. It's the pool fee, right? Like, so the Newm C is 100% pool, so you're giving up all your ADA staking rewards, but in return you're getting a much larger income of Newm tokens each epoch. So we did that because we know we have a relatively large community, and they have different appetites as far as like how much they want to support this. And so we figured, okay, let's give them options. And it's been fun to kind of watch where the chips have fallen, for lack of better terms, of which stake pools are doing. We're doing all well, and I can't say thank you enough to our delegators, because, guys, it's because of this. It's because of the stake pools that we're able to stay cash flow positive and be good stewards of our resources, and are still kicking, right? Like it's only because of that. It's amazing, honestly. That's been one of the most humbling things, I think, for all of us. So, short answer, or long-winded answer, is they're going really well, and we can't do it without them. So, thank y'all.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to start an Awesomeisjayell stake pool with that information you just gave me. But no, I've been thinking about that for a while. I just haven't sat down and did it, man. You know how these things are. They're very tedious.
Yes, they are.
They're tedious. It's not, and it's so funny. The biggest misconception about running stake pools is that, oh, you set it up on a computer and you let it run. No, you do not. You didn't. You do not. That is not what you do for a stake pool. That is not what you do. And people think they can buy a Raspberry Pi computer, and just here you go, Raspberry Pi. Nope. I'm making, you know what I mean. And then they forget the fact that you don't get rewards just for running a stake pool. Like, that's not how it works. Yeah, it's a lot of misconception. We could do a whole show on that, but
we can actually. Dude, I was back in the testnet days of stake pools. So like I originally before.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I've been in Cardano since 2017. Like since so, but we Yeah, I never. There's something called trusted peers when you're like trying to connect to the network. So Rick McCracken,
Yep.
way back in the day, I sent him a message. He was so kind. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is how you have to get your trusted peers. Here's the right ones," and that's where I stopped my stake pool journey. It stopped right there.
That was
And-
very early. That was an early stop.
Yes.
Like you stopped before you went anywhere. Like
No doubt. Oh yeah, I was like, I don't have the bandwidth for this. I'm good. I'm so good. So, but yeah, man, it's a if you're gonna do it right, it takes it. You have to be you got to put up some time and resources. So
I think the stake pools are really going to go crazy once we actually are up and running and have the music going popular and people see what we could do with this ecosystem.
Oh.
I think that's really when things are going to go bananas. And
well,
I'm here for all of it.
I mean, even like the Newm chain. I don't know. So like a Newm side chain, all the things we can get all the way down
What?
the rabbit hole. Yeah, there
I
you
was
go.
like, what? What was that?
What?
What?
I don't
Huh?
know. Like we're going, like everything's eventually going to be decentralized. So we're going to have people that are storing all the audio, all the video, all the things, right? So that's a decentralized storage for the infrastructure. We got to run those nodes. We're going to have transactions being processed on our marketplace. Who's going to be processing the transactions, right? I don't know. So those are business opportunities for infrastructure for the protocol. So, this is it's a thing. So
Yeah, that's
Here for
definitely.
all of it.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing, man. The only people we got like storage wise holding it down is IAG. I've been seeing them, pop up.
yeah, there's been a couple. There's been non-Cardano stuff. There's like Filecoin. You have, which was originally I think tardigrade. If anybody knows what that is, looks like a little crazy looking bear. That's like it can survive in space. It's like the only living organism that can survive in the vacuum of space and all these things. It's tiny, but yeah. So it was originally tardigrade, and then Storj, or Storj, STORJ.
Yeah, stored. Yeah.
And so yeah, those were some options. But at the end of the day, if you have a poor end user experience, and we have two users. We have artists on the artist side that need us for infrastructure and tooling, but then we have consumers who are expecting a polished experience, right?
Seamless.
And exactly, right? Like we can't just be as good as a Spotify. We got to be significantly better than Spotify and like a user experience kind of thing. So if the infrastructure is not going to help it be a really good user experience, we're going to wait until there's a viable decentralized option, right? So parts of the ecosystem will start centralized, others will start decentralized already. It's just going to depend. But yes, all the fun. Man, I'm telling you, I'm so excited for the future. There's so many cool things in the next 2-3 years that are just gonna, it's amazing. Anyways,
Lots of dumplings in our future, Ryan. Lots
there
of
are lots of flavors. Yes, there's so many different types of dumplings to eat between now
Yes.
and then. Sorry.
I'm there for it. Yes.
He said sorry.
Let's go.
So look, okay, let's go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. Let's do some shout outs. So I like to do it old school. I like to do shout outs. So let's start with Abyss. Abyss, do you have any shout outs before we get out of here and wrap up the show? The first episode.
The first episode
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to the whole Newm family, everybody from the back end to the front end, the marketing team, the whole my squad, obviously the artist relations team, Ryan, Flo, you guys, I just appreciate you guys, everything that you've allowed us to do in this space. JL, definitely appreciate you, bro. Like our relationship is growing. I love what you're doing, and you're a trailblazer, bro. So keep it up, man. Thank you for rocking with us. Man, the whole Mood Swings family. We got some artists coming. Yeah, like me and Mikey is just two of the squad. Like we talk about Wu-Tang, like we got a squad, man.
First of all, before y'all add too many members, I'm gonna need my mood. I'm gonna need my mood swings collaboration for y'all
Let's
get
go.
big, man. I'm gonna need that.
Go.
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that, man.
Some alpha.
Absolutely, man.
Yes.
Absolutely. So that's in the works. It's already done. But man, we got 2 artists that we'll be bringing to the chain very soon. Our guy Zen Howe got a collaboration with Mikey coming.
Yes.
That'll be hitting the record store very soon.
That's the produce. Is that a producer?
Well, man, he's okay. So he's a multitude of things, but he's an artist, and he's also a videographer. He does our videos.
I feel like I heard of him or seen him. I might have seen him on Twitter or something. I'm not sure.
You probably did. You probably did. He's man, y'all gonna love him, man. So he'll be in the store really soon. He'll be, we're gonna do a whole circuit with him, introduce him to everybody and the whole nine. Bring
him the beast on air. Bring him the beast on air, man.
We're doing a whole circuit, man. We're gonna hit the whole family.
Yep, let's get him in.
Also, our bro Dab Daniel. So me, myself, Mikey, and our brother Dab Daniel is also a group called Westbound. We did drop a record at Six City called "You a God" last year. So if you go to Six City, you'll still see some of those available. But we got a whole EP that's going to be hitting the record store very soon as well, called Genesis Block. Dab and myself have a record coming to the store very soon as well called Hero. So shout out to homie Dab. It's too many to name, but salute to the whole crew. And yeah, everybody that's in the movement, man. What we're doing is so important. I really consider that we are redefining the music industry and recreating an entirely new industry. Like, we're not trying to fit into the old one. You know what I mean? Like, we're creating our own. And that's really important to me. Like, I feel like I've found my calling in life to be a part of revolutionizing the music industry. So shout out to everybody who's on that same trajectory. Web3, Web2, it don't matter, man. Everybody that's trying to do it for the right reasons. Salute to y'all.
That's dope. You dropped so much alpha, bitch. I asked for shout outs and you drop alpha.
My bad.
No, I'm messing with you. No, you good. One thing I did want to say too, I have not released anything on a record store because I've been saving it. I do have a record that I'm saving for the record store. Of course, we can talk about that behind the scenes. Something that's fired is dope. And it's dope. It's dope. So I definitely got to bring that to Newm.
Tap in with me, JL. Tap in with me.
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely. I'm gonna tap you in because I know Mikey gonna give me the real. Mikey gonna be, hey man, you make sure this mix is right. You good? You know what I'm saying? He gonna get no. Mikey gonna get me right. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna let me come out there, looking any type of way.
I ain't gonna let you look bad. I'm gonna let you look good. Like you should.
Exactly. Big facts.
The smile on his face is going to tell you, man, that mix.
That mix ain't smiling.
Oh yeah, and the mix from the rough record you played, the mix was actually decent on that.
Thank you. The
mix was it didn't sound too rough.
Okay, I'm just going to say it. I even have on open back headphones, so the bass is typically diminished, and even with these things on, I was like, oh crap, this is like, it's hitting. I can feel like this is, I want to know what the heck you got. What synth were you using or whatnot?
Hey, Abyss went crazy on that beat. Man. That beat was crazy. I was listening, bro. That beat was fire, bro. The beat, and Mikey, you went off on the verse too. Definitely went off in the verse.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, too, man. Everybody gassed it. Yeah, that was. I really like that record, man.
I gotta tell you, man, Abyss is crazy because like he just plays everything down like it's regular, and he'll play a beat for you, and you'll be like, "Oh, I need this," and he'll be like, "This is like I got a whole project with him that's like his throwaway beats. That's like an amazing project.
Yeah, throw away to him,
but complete fire to the rest of the world." So.
Yeah, I will admit I'm my worst critic, and I don't know. Like, I definitely will think like, oh, this is the one, And then they'd be like, yeah, that's cool, but what about play that one again? I'm like, what? No, I didn't even want to play that for you guys.
He's like, I was embarrassed to play that. And
Yeah, I
that's
wasn't
the
even
one
gonna
you
play it.
want? Like, oh, I guess I'll go with it. You know what I mean?
And it'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's usually how it is. But Mikey, what do we got? You got any shout outs before we get out of here?
Yes, I got, man. Damn, and this spit poetry, man. That's hard to follow. Okay.
I know, right?
No, check this out, man. JL, I'm gonna start with a shout out to you, man, because like I said, you're a pioneer. We pushed real hard to make sure that we were able to make this happen. Cause yeah, man, I really love what you're doing, man, and I'm honored to be a part of this, especially so early. So salute to you, shout out to you, shout out to my brother Ryan and Flo. Just like what Mitch said, man, like they afforded us the opportunity to feel like a dream job position, but the right way, and then meeting them as well. I'm an energy reader, I'm an energy guy, and from the first day I met Ryan, it was all love, beautiful energy. Same thing with Flo, and things like that are important to me, because let's be honest, man, not everyone is comfortable with people that look like us. You know what I mean? A lot of times you were like, for no reason, and so I've always been a big energy reader, and I know like my smile is one of my most powerful tools. It's in a superpower, and so I always use it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know how I got off into that tangent. I just wanted to say, it's just so much love that I have for them. That's why I said that. And the team, man, like Alex, shout out to Alex, Jess. Can't forget my brother Adam. I've learned so much working with Adam and Mitch. Earlier in the conversation we were talking about how artists, they get in and they just make the music and they don't know the business side. I was one of those artists, you know what I mean? For a long time, I didn't do things correctly and I missed a lot of opportunities. And now I get to fix that from like an uncle perspective. That's why I dropped my first track I dropped on the record store. It was called Uncle Mikey, because I want to start off on the right foot, because I want to, I'm an artist relations manager. I have to talk to artists every day, and I want everyone to feel comfortable knowing that I'm here to help you out. And and Newm is helping me do that, man. So big shout out to them. Big shout out to all the artists who are out there grinding still with all odds against them. Come over here. We are here to help you. This is not like the Web 2 side. This is, you got people like us who want to see you win. So shout out to all the artists, and yeah, that's it, man. And shout out to everybody in the crowd who's rocking with us, man. Big love to y'all. And yeah, we're gonna see plenty more of y'all too. So that's it.
Definitely. All right, and last but not least, we got Ryan Jones. Do you have any shout outs before we get up out of here?
Between these two, they done covered the bases.
I know, right?
I'm like, okay, this is, well, I will say, Dale, thank you so much for having us on, and thank you for seeing the value in what we do and what we're trying to accomplish. And I love that it aligns with what you find important. So thank you for coming alongside us in the journey, because that's really what this feels like. So thank you for that. I do want to give a special shout out to our devs, because so many times, they are the wizard behind the curtain, and they don't need to be seen. They get a lot of, they feel good whenever all the processes work, right? And but we can't do it without them. So I want to give a special shout out to Quinn, who's Ancient Kraken on Twitter, who's rocking a lovely mustache right now. And shout out to Andrew and just our entire team. You see us here, right? And you see myself out in the Twitter sphere and whatnot, and people associate Newm with myself and Mikey and Mitch, but there's so many more people that are actually Newm, right? Like there's so many more. There's the legal team, there's our devs, there's the HR. there's the marketing team. Like there's so many pieces to the puzzle to make this thing work. And I can't say thank you enough to everybody who sees value in it, who's bought in, who thinks it's important to devote their time and their life to doing this. And that's the biggest blessing I think that we can have is knowing that it's not contingent upon one person to make this thing work. Because if it was, it wouldn't go anywhere, right? So we're going far together. So that's what I love. So super shout out to that, and also to our community. Even if you're shilling our token and you think, even if that's what you're going for, that's totally fine. But we can't do it without the rest. We can't do it without the community. I mean, we just can't. So thank you.
They were definitely shilling the token. They were really shilling. I mean, that's a good thing. You know what I mean? That's great.
No financial statements on our tokens. We don't worry about that. We're just building, guys. We're just building.
That's so funny. But all right, guys, we are at the end of the road of the first episode 1, season 1, entitled Newm Partnership Celebration. And this has been a celebration. Had my guys come through for Project Newm. And we had Mikey drop some new record, and Abyss as well. Abyss did the production. We had my guy Ryan in here too as well, co-founder of Project Newm. And Abyss and Mikey Mo represent artist relations over there. So yeah, it was a great show. And shout out to CM. He said just that. Great show. So
thank you, CM.
Yeah, shout out to CM, man. We really appreciate you coming to the show.
Yes.
Truly. Thank you.
But yep, with that being said, we're going to wrap this thing up. I like to wrap it up with the intro on the outro. So, yo, it's your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse. And we just wrapped up episode 1, season 1 with Project Newm. And we are signing out.
Peace.
Peace.
Chill out, everybody.